You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
I made love to Vancouver and I French kissed Montreal.
All right.
Come on, get into it. Give it a chance. I feel like the guy recorded this on his phone.
Yeah, I think he did.
It's... Okay, where's the chorus? Is it coming?
It's gonna be right here.
I don't think this is...
No, this isn't I Love Virginia.
It was Virginia.
It was Virginia.
Not Regina.
Not Virginia. When Kylie's not here...
You know what? Virginia is for lovers. Yeah. That song is not.
Well, it could be.
Well,
it could be for very specific lovers.
Lovers, though?
Of Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, guys, we gave it a shot, okay? We didn't listen to the song beforehand. We just saw it and said, hey, that's a perfect, you know, while you guys are home eating ribeyes,
Virginia's for lovers.
Yeah, Virginia's for lovers. Welcome to the Raw After Show, coming strong from Richmond, Virginia today. Jonny Loquasto here at JQuasto on the Twitter. Next to me, he has held multiple championships in wrestling promotions all over the place. Find him on Twitter at Rome the Ruler, and he also has a picture with JTG to prove that he is not, JTG.
Wait, you're not JTG?
Dude, I'm all this time that I've been hosting these shows with you?
All this time, man, and you thought all this time.
Yeah.
I was with him Saturday.
yeah.
He is Rome Moore. What's up, man? Good. Hey, it's good to be sitting next to you again.
Yeah, once again in the chair.
You also owned my chest last time?
Yeah, a little bit.
Perfect.
I mean, is your chest okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Across from me, find him on Twitter at The Walking Dale. Also on our show, the Wrestling Compadres Slamcast, we have a very special guest coming up this week. Follow us at Wrestling Buds. He is The Walking Dale, Dale Rutledge.
How's it going, everybody?
It's going real good. Usually I would do a little more time introducing you guys, but we got a phone call coming in.
We do.
Next to Dale Rutledge, find him on Twitter at CRosieVOC. He's the host of the SmackDown After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV, owner of Alpha Omega Wrestling, and the voice of IWL Wrestling. He's Christian Rosenberg.
What is up, sir?
Felt good to get that out there.
Didn't it?
It did.
It felt great.
But you know what's going to feel really good?
What?
We got a WWE Hall of Famer
Yep.
that's about to be on the phone with us. Dale and I are lucky enough to talk to him every week on the Wrestling Compadres, but he has a lot going on. Not only is he heavily involved with WWE, we see him all the time, he's got his own wrestling promotion called Reality of Wrestling. Go to realityofwrestling.com right now. Check it out. They have their very first pay-per-view coming up on July 26th. The whole federation's blowing up. They're drawing so many people. They're bringing in amazing stars. They have their own stars. It's just a lot of fun.
Teddy Long is going to be there.
Holla, holla!
Holla, holla.
How many tag team matches will take place?
At least 30 to 40 tag.
I want to know.
Easily. 80 people.
Do we know? Do we have him online? Are we calling him? What are we doing?
Phil, are you able to hook up Booker T?
You want me to dial him in?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, dial him in. We'll just keep talking, and then Phil, you let me know when he's on, and we'll do it up. Anyway, so yeah, go to realitywrestling.com. That's the beautiful thing about pro wrestling is, yeah, we love talking about Raw, but every single state, Roman and Rosie and Dale, you all know, there's promotions everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's ones that are growing and they're flourishing. I got to call matches yesterday for Championship Wrestling. It's just so cool. You know, it's a team effort.
Yeah. Definitely. Shout out to Global Championship Wrestling in Alabama.
There you go. And Booker T is the leader of Reality of Wrestling, and we've gotten a chance to talk to so many of their stars, and it's been great. And so we thought it'd be awesome to have him on this show because we have a whole different audience here. So we're going to talk to him right now. WWE Hall of Famer, the five-time, also six-time world champion. What's up, Book?
Hey, man, what's going on, guys?
Well, dude, I got to tell you, I think I talk to you now more than I talk to my parents. I talk to you twice in 1 week.
Hey, man, you know how it goes, man. You know how Booker T always got something to say, you know.
That is true, man. So we'll get into a little bit about what happened on Raw. What do you got? What should we? There's 3-hour show. I mean, what should we get into first?
To talk about.
I mean, Battleground coming up.
Recipe?
What do you think about the card on Battleground?
Oh man, actually, you know, it's going to be pretty good. Actually, I'm looking forward to, you know, the tag team match more than anything. Those guys can pretty much steal the show as of late. You know, Harper and Rowan have stepped up, man, to become a force in the WWE. Not just a force, but they've actually shown me that they get it, and they know every inch of that ring, as well as they know how to go out there and entertain those fans and bring a hell of a match at the same time. And then the Usos, you know, two kids, you know, who have gotten that break and have taken it full advantage of it and gone out there, you know, on a weekly basis and have stepped up, you know, starting, you know, backing up John Cena, you know, and then, you know, getting that rub right there. I've just seen that catapulted, you know, the Usos to the next level. So that's the one I'm looking forward to. Of course, the Battle Royale, you know, for the championship, that right there is going to be a little something. I'm looking to see which one of those guys are going to break out. You know, it's a lot of talent in there, you know, that's looking to break out. Now you got Cesaro with, you know, without Paul Heyman on, you know, and it's going to, maybe he can go out there and focus now on becoming, you know, ring general opposed to puppet, you know. So I'm looking forward to seeing which one of these guys step out.
What's the deal with Heyman? They didn't really. Do we know what happened? They had some kind of fight over the weekend. I mean, Heyman's out now all of a sudden.
You know, man, it's just strange. You know, things happen from week to week. You know, in the WWE, especially as of late.
Yep.
But as of right now, he's out. As far as managing Cesaro, I don't know where it came from. Why did it happen? But I actually like the move a whole lot better because I think Cesaro coming from Zeb Coulter and then going right to, you know, Paul Heyman, I don't think that did anything for him as far as fanfare go. I think this way he can actually go out there and make his own breaks.
Speaking of fanfare, did you think that Zeb and Swagger would ever be so over with the crowd?
Well, you know, of course they're over right now because they're going against the ultimate, you know, nemesis, which is Rusev. You know, that's to be expected. You know what I mean? I'm sure as soon as this is over with, they're going to hate Zeb as well as Jack Swagger.
Hey, but going back to the Battle Royal, Sheamus being the, you know, the U.S. champ in that Battle Royal, and they've been talking for the last couple of weeks about the potential of him kind of unifying the titles for the first time since Edge years ago. To throw the best for business term out here, do you think it's actually a good idea for the possibility of the U.S. and Intercontinental titles being unified again, or do you think it might still be good to keep them separate as they've been for the last, you know, several years?
You know, that's a double-edged sword right there. I mean, of course, unifying the championships, that would be something unique. You know, haven't been done in a while, you know, but, you know, Sheamus, you know, if I was him, you know, if I was in his position, I would have opted out, you know, of, you know, actually going out there trying to do that. I mean, carrying one championship is hard enough, you know, to have to go out there and, you know, defend two championships, you know, at this point in time right now, you know, when he needs to be focusing on that main primary objective goal, which is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. You know, I think he could be doing himself a disservice, you know, in a match like this. He can get hurt. Anything can happen in a matchup like this. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the fallout's going to be when it's all over.
No doubt. And we had a special return tonight. How good was it seeing Ric Flair doing his thing again?
Oh, man, you know, Ric Flair, you know, especially the, you know, what I like more about that than anything was that image of Ric Flair they had up there, you know, I mean, the full head of hair, you know, the you know, the rugged jawline, you know, the Ric Flair bowl, you know. But definitely seeing Ric Flair back in the saddle, you know, two-time WWE Hall of Famer. You know, it's always great to see Ric Flair doing his thing. You know, he is the ambassador, you know, of this business, you know what I mean? He is kind of like our, you know, our president, you know. So definitely I'm seeing Ric Flair back in action doing his thing. It's always great.
Well, speaking of ambassadors, I mean, obviously year one for the business of pro wrestling, and yeah, Battleground's July 20th, but we got a pay-per-view we want to talk about on Saturday, July 26th, Reality of Wrestling. Now, like I mentioned, you talk to us every week on Wrestling and Padres, but we have a bit of a different audience here, which is why we're so happy to have you on. Tell everyone about reality of wrestling that maybe is new to it?
Man, I mean, if you haven't watched, reality of wrestling, definitely go to the website, realityofwrestling.com, or, go to Soul of the South Network and, log in and check out what we do at Reality of Wrestling. It's my wrestling school I've had, now for 10 years, and I've been trying to produce the best wrestlers that I possibly can to go out there and produce a great show. And finally, I got to that point, and we created Reality of Wrestling, where my young guys can go out there and, show exactly what the next level of wrestler is going to look like, show what Texas, wrestling is all about as well. And now we've gotten to the point to where, with our local television deal, with our small national deal, we're going to be doing our first internet pay-per-view that let the world see exactly, what my guys are all about and what the next level of wrestlers are going to be looking like over the next 10 years in this business. And I hope to produce, the greatest stars, for the future of the business. A lot of guys want to see the world just like I did, see Japan, Germany, England, see every, mark on that map. And that's what I'm trying to do for them. So I want everybody to, check it out first and foremost. Follow me on Twitter at BookerT5X and let me know what you think of Reality of Wrestling. But join the cause, and if you're an inspiring wrestler, somebody that's looking to get in this business, like I say, log on to realityofwrestling.com and join the movement, because we're here to stay for a long, long time.
Yeah, Book, let me ask you one quick question, because you're in a really unique situation, being a member of the World Wrestling Entertainment and also being in the indies by running your own company. What do you think about the overall look of independent wrestling right now and how it's feeding to WWE?
I think it's something, WWE need to cater to sometimes, maybe a little bit more, because I always said, the wrestler find the business don't find the wrestler. You have to really love this business to endure it. You know what I mean? It's a hard road. And if you don't love this business, you're not going to last. And there's a whole lot of wrestlers out there on the independent scene, such as CM Punk, that WWE is going to be doing a big special on this week. Guys such as Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, and so many of those kids out there that have come up do this business the hard way, but it's proven fact that the wrestlers that wrestle on the independent scene turn out to be the best wrestlers, and that's what I'm trying to do down in Texas, create the best wrestling environment that these kids can learn from. It's a team effort. Everybody got to know to row at the same time, to find your destination, and that's what Reality of Wrestling is all about. And definitely July 26th, the Summer of Champions, Reality of Wrestling's first internet pay-per-view. Log on to realityofwrestling.com and see how you can order it, guys. We need your support to keep indie wrestling alive. And
speaking of great wrestlers, I mean, look no further. The Usos came through Reality of Wrestling on their way to WWE.
A lot of people, that's in my position would say, man, I trained him, so, they're my guys. I'm the one that did everything, But I tell you, when those guys came through my school, it was like they had wrestling in their DNA. I definitely gave them their finishing touches and polished those guys up and let them know that to definitely go out there and entertain such as they do right now. I mean, I am so proud. I'm really proud of them, But I tell you, the Usos were tailor-made for this business, and they were with me for about a year, and I told them, I was like, guys, y'all got to go. Just get out of here because you're ready to go right now. And now to see them as tag team champions one time, but it's going to be multiple tag team championships for the Usos.
Booker, speaking of, wrestlers that have come out of your company, do you think there are anyone in particular that we're going to see on your pay-per-view this week that maybe soon we're going to see towards NXT heading down to Orlando and work their way up? Anyone in particular for us fans to really keep an eye on?
I got a couple of guys on there that's looking to break out, and I'm sure they're going to be gone pretty soon. I'm going to miss them, but I'm Sergey Volkov. His real name is Rex Andrews. He's going to be taking a trip with me on August the 2nd to Northeast Wrestling up in Jersey, ran by Mike O'Brien, and he's going to be the main event up there. You know, Reality of Wrestling star invading Northeast Wrestling. It's his first time actually, you know, leaving the nest and going abroad and actually going out there and performing. But he's one of my prized pupils. He's a student who has picked the game up, and he's definitely excelled to the point to where he had a tryout with WWE last year, and William Regal said, man, this kid is really one, you know, keep your eye on. Just wanted him to train for another year or so. He's going to be getting a tryout pretty soon. The Mysterious Q, of course, is, you know, our Reality of Wrestling. Actually, he's going to be going for the title on July 26th. Right now, he's our television championship. He has to make a decision whether he's going to give up his television championship and go after the big prize on July 26th. We're still waiting on his answer, but the Mysterious Q is waiting to get out of there. Rutledge Ryan Davison, you know, this kid, he's been with me for quite some time, and he grew to be you know, from a boy to a man. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Ryan get his shot. And of course, Abel Andrew Jackson, you know, the man who's always running for office. We just don't know which office it is right now at this point in time. You know, he's a guy that's gonna if he doesn't make it to WWE, I'm definitely I'm looking forward to Abel, you know, making it abroad and going to Japan, you know, working in Mexico, places like that. So I'm just looking forward to, you know, getting these guys to the next level. That's my job, you know, if they're good enough to make it to the next level first and foremost.
And also, let us not forget, not only is your Queen Charmel the general manager of Reality of Wrestling, we got Teddy Long coming in July 26th. We have Testify, Devon, and I believe Diamond Dallas Page will be in the corner of the Mysterious Q.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Diamond Dallas Page will be in the corner of the Mysterious Q, taking on the champion, the Samoan Beast with Big Stevie Ray of Stevie Ray Incorporated will be in the corner of the champion, you know. So anything can happen in that matchup right there. You know, Diamond Dallas always looking, you know, to get the spotlight, steal the spotlight, drop that diamond cutter. He's always wondering who's going to take it, who's going to take that diamond cutter this week, who's going to take it. You know, so anything can happen in that matchup right there. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to crown actually also our first Diamonds champion. You know, the Diamonds will be in the ring. We got 10 beautiful Diamond stars of Reality of Wrestling that's going to go out there, and we're going to crown the first. You know, we got the title, you know, the Big Diamonds Championship, and it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. All the girls been working so hard, you know, to see who's going to fill that position, but we will have the first Reality of Wrestling Diamonds champion will be crowned July 26th, and definitely you don't want to miss out. You don't want to get shut out on that deal right there.
That's right. Well, guys, if you support this show, what you do, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. You got to go to realitywrestling.com. Yeah. It's extremely affordable, and it's a great night of wrestling that you can't see anywhere else because it's something so different than what you're used to, and you're going to absolutely love it. And so, Book, once again, you know, it's great to have you on this show. We'll probably talk to you tomorrow night for Compadres, but yeah, we can't wait for July 26th.
Hey, man, all I can say, man, is I appreciate the time, appreciate the love, you know, and like I always say, that can you get that sugar? And I'm out.
See you, Book.
Nice.
Cool.
That was Booker T.
There's no one like him.
No, none at all.
It's funny, Dale and I are so used to hearing that, but it's still so, it's awesome.
Oh, it gets me every time.
It's just,
there's no use to hearing that.
No, it's just the best. He's such it's amazing too, because like, you know, people that just watch WWE don't realize like what an ambassador he is. Like, Texas wrestling is historic. I mean, he wears Paul Bosch's ring, and he's continuing the tradition of Texas wrestling with Reality Wrestling, and there's such a history behind it.
They have Booker T Day down there.
Yeah.
I remember when that company originally started, and WWE had that question about where the next developmental was.
Used to be PWA, I believe.
Yeah, and this was after Louisville, after OVW shut down, and where was it going to go? And the question was between Atlanta and Houston, and I always wanted them to take a chance on Booker School in Houston. Yeah, because he's churning out talent down there.
It's become a feeding ground for sure. Yeah. And he's just such an ambassador for the business, man. He really cares about the people that he is training, and it's an honor to be working with him, and it was really cool to have him on this show. So we hope you guys enjoyed that phone call. Let's get into Raw, shall we?
Let's do it.
First off, guys, oh God, please tell me Rollins is okay.
I want to tell you that, but we don't know.
It didn't look good.
No. Like the ref did the X. The trainer ran around. Commentators stopped bringing him up for the rest of the match.
Yeah.
All the things that we don't want to happen.
Signs. As far as we could tell, he was still on the floor as the show went off.
And the way he went out of the ring when he landed, and the way he immediately hopped off, the PT in me just got terrified.
Well, it looks like if he injured it from the turnbuckle, then he had to take another landing on that knee when he got knocked out of the ring. So I mean, it could have. I don't know. It just sucks.
And he's supposed to be wrestling Ambrose on Sunday.
Yeah.
Who knows if that's going to happen now?
Yeah.
There's nothing on any side. I mean, no one's going to know because at this point,
it's too quick.
If his knee's injured, it might be swollen. They may have to get the swelling down before even doing an MRI.
Yeah.
We're not going to know until tomorrow, but man, that is just. Let's hope it's as simple as like a hyperextension, which still might take him out for Sunday, but wouldn't take him out for
long term,
6 months or something.
Yeah.
Because they can't afford that right now, and it's too bad for him because he's at that moment now.
He really
so
is.
hot right now. This is very similar to Barrett in a lot of ways of just being at that pinnacle of
even higher. He's got that briefcase. He's been wrestling Cena the last couple weeks. I mean,
the nice thing is with the briefcase though, he can always come back and be right. And if he does have to miss time, he could show up whenever he feels like it and suddenly be the champion.
That's true. I mean, even if, God forbid, which we do not want at all, a 4 to 6 month injury, which we're not saying, and hopefully it's not that. All of a sudden, his music can suddenly hit and cash in the Money in the Bank on his return.
Yeah. And a high flyer like him, I mean, his knees are so vital.
That's his life.
It's got to have him.
Yeah.
Or change your entire style.
I don't know, but we had to get to that right away because we hope we get a positive update in the next couple days. But anyway, so this is how Raw starts off. John Cena hits the ring. He talks.
Plug in the network.
Yeah, talks about stuff. Roman Reigns delightfully interrupts him as he gets started. Dean Ambrose hits the Titantron, but before Ambrose can get into it, he gets attacked backstage by Orton, Rollins, and Kane. They destroy him and curb stomp on a wooden crate.
Yeah.
My favorite bit from this is when Ambrose is like decimated on the floor and he's like, that's all you guys got.
Yeah, and then came the curb stomp.
And then he got curb stomp.
I'm still alive.
He's the best.
It's just a flesh wound.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm not dead yet.
That's why he's the man. Dean Ambrose, he always adds that little bit like on SmackDown a few weeks ago when he was literally throwing his shoulder into the mat to try to readjust it.
Yeah.
You just don't see that.
I presume we would have seen him run out at the end also had Rollins.
I was waiting on it. I wanted him to pull in an ambulance and jump out of the
He'd have like the little gown on still.
Yeah,
from the hospital. Like, wait.
Jumping all over people.
Hit him with the bedpan Stone Cold style. Would have been dope. So that's how Raw began tonight. Moving on, first match of the evening, Sheamus versus Miz. They're both in the Battle Royal this Sunday.
Yep.
And of course, Miz is concerned because the Moneymaker is what needs to be saved, and the Moneymaker was on the Titantron for the entire match.
Front and center.
This might be my favorite Miz ever right now. Like, I'm absolutely loving him being the superficial quote unquote movie star.
Yeah.
Trying to protect the face.
I give him credit for not being afraid to make fun of himself.
Yeah.
Because he is. He flat out is. But it's a great character for him.
I'm the Marine 4.
And he picked up the win.
Yeah, got the roll up for the win. I was about to mention that Christmas movie, but I forgot the name of it.
Christmas Bounty.
There you go.
Yeah,
I have his whole collection at home.
Wow.
Which is 3 DVDs.
Hollywood star ever.
I know.
Ever.
Your iTunes is flowing with Miz memorabilia.
That's all it is. My ringtone is his theme music.
Can't blame you.
You wake up doing his pose.
I do.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Picture that, guys. So Miz with the roll up. I think we're totally cool with that.
Yeah.
I think Miz might win that Battle Royal, to be honest with you. He's got a good character. He's just returning, and I don't know.
I will predict Final 3, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
You always need guys like Miz.
Him, Kali,
and Torito.
Yes.
Those specifically.
Yeah, and Torito eliminates both at the same time.
Yeah. You always need guys like Miz though, because away from the ring, in the ring, he's a solid performer. He's a great ambassador for the company itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if something did happen to Rollins that's going to keep him out for an extended amount of time.
Don't say that.
We're hoping not. But if that happens, you have other people like him that you can bring up and just use into those slots. You know, everybody got mad about Cena having the belt, but this is why you have a John Cena.
Exactly.
For something like what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very true. So, yes, that is what's going on with the Battle Royal. We're excited for that. No doubt about it. Next, we have Orton, Kane, and Rollins in the back. Saw a lot of them tonight. Kane and Orton, of course, are arguing. They don't really like each other, arguing about trust. Then Triple H and Stephanie come in. They say, look, don't worry about trust, something, something, something. Then they make out.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, Triple H calmed them down, and then they left, and then Stephanie came in and just, like, grabbed Triple H's tie. And just something was, like, uber frisky tonight.
Yeah.
They had a good vacation.
Yeah, apparently.
They make out. This is the one episode where Kathy's not sitting next to me.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, you know, normally we have the slap, the makeout happens, and there's no Kathy here.
I've earned that at this point.
You think her being gone is the reason that you're not making out with Kathy? That's what you're saying, right?
Not necessarily, Dale.
By the way, the chat roll, their main request this week is for Dale to get chopped.
Oh
no! You're reading that wrong.
Yes.
I don't see that anywhere on there.
It has been on here several times during the show.
That's weird.
I have received a few tweets saying, when is Dale going to get... I'm just...
Yeah, I wonder when.
Good question. What happened to Dale?
You're just going to find a vest on a hanger over here when you turn around.
Best for business. Just saying, dude. Just saying.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then there was a Ziggler match after this, I hear, right?
Yeah, there were a couple chops in that match.
Trying to change the subject, are you?
There are a couple chops.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a couple chops.
Yeah, well, your brain's the one with the shell on it.
Yep.
Rome, what are they doing?
Tommy boy. All right, moving on.
I was about to say, I believe.
Fandango versus Dolph Ziggler, but of course, well, I mean, yeah, the match was happening, but let's just cut right to the chase. Out of nowhere, Layla and Summer Rae just, I don't know if they sprung up from underneath the desk.
I don't know. They were just on the
They showed
table.
up out of nowhere, and they started table dancing.
They were hiding under JBL's hat, perhaps? I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good place to hide. I've hidden under there.
Yeah.
It's
big enough, yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's a 10-gallon hat, right?
Yeah. Plenty of room, man.
Michael! So they hop up on the announcer's table. They start dancing. They distract both of them, really, Ziggler and Fandango. But eventually, Ziggler hits the Famouser for the win on a very nice reversal, and Ziggler wins the match. And then both girls come in the ring, and they dance around Ziggler. They both kiss him, while Dango watches in the corner.
Has Fandango, like, ever had a regular match? Like a full-on match that necessarily didn't have interference and he got distracted?
That could be what they're working towards now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're getting him on his own finally.
Maybe, because I don't remember the last time he's had like a full-on match without being distracted by something.
Maybe this is his version of the dead man going to the biker guy. Not a good analogy. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm just
American
trying to
Badass.
put it out there.
I don't know if it would be good news
you
for
know
him.
what you just did to my brain with that last one.
I'm not saying he's going to come out to Limp Bizkit. I'm just saying. Or Kid Rock. I don't know. It
I
came out
just
the
tried to make Aerofoil 4. Sorry, do it.
I'm just saying. Maybe
If he's getting away from a dance partner, I don't think that's good news for him, to be honest.
No.
probably not. But he's really good in the ring, though. Can he just get by on his skills?
What if he starts doing movie reviews?
Oh. Well.
Fandango doing movie review.
Fandango doing
he has
Fandango.
A paper bag puppet.
That would probably be cool. Would that be copyright infringement?
Doing Fandango.
Yeah, something. Maybe he could have.
different.
Well, Santino retired. Maybe he'd have the Cobra.
Yeah.
He takes over the Cobra.
Takes the Cobra.
I don't know.
Hell, it beat him so many times.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
True.
He's aligned himself with the Cobra.
Yeah.
He's just so good in the ring, and he is a character. Yeah. He's a really good character, so why can't they should be able to mesh together to do something?
I don't know, but this storyline seems dead to me. Right? Like that. This was kind of the final, like.
Well, because that was SmackDown that had the weird.
Like Layla and Summer Rae.
They danced together.
They had two segments. The first one they brawled, and then the second one they attacked Fandango and then started tangoing with each other.
And then the slumber party was on the app. I don't know if you guys saw that.
They didn't plug the app. Oh, I would have if I just knew about it.
Yeah.
Not that night.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're doing with Summer Rae and Layla. Is Dolph going to be somehow involved with one of them now, or is this just a one-time
Dolph
thing?
gets to make out with all the chicks in the WWE. He just, it's like that one this week. Yeah.
Vicky is even on that list.
Yeah, including Vicky.
Dolph Ziggler's the one guy on that roster where I think any chick in the any of the divas would be like, all right, you know what I mean? Chicks dig him.
Just want to see what's up.
Yeah. Oh, they'll nothing. Not going there. All right. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see some kind of segment at Battleground with them. Maybe.
I mean, it seemed like Ziggler was going for Summer Rae for a while, and now he has options.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen.
Now he's got options.
Yeah. I mean, what's a man without his options? So
right. Sometimes you
single.
Yeah. Sometimes
can't have a zig without a zag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can be single and have options.
You can?
Nothing.
Depends on how much money you got.
You know, guys, let's move. This one's going to be really painful for me. So there's a Sonic ad. We've all been to Sonic. The desserts are amazing. The food is deadly. And by deadly, I mean awful.
Jerry Lawler loves it.
Well, he claims to. 2 weeks after.
That's true.
Yeah, let's not.
They come out on roller skates. That's the important part.
Yeah, this is tough. They So when you're a Sonic waitress, you come out on roller skates. You deliver the garbage in a bag. You have the cool little change purse where you get the change to the people. And now I guess Damien says that works for Sonic. Go ahead, one of you guys go.
Why? What did he do? Can someone tell us what he did?
He gave a great description of their new hot dog, apparently.
Wait, you feel worse for Sandow than you do for Rose? Because I personally think the Rosebud situation is like...
the point taken.
Because
I just like Sandow.
This is kind of on par for Sandow. Let's be,
but that's the sad thing. We saw all of his potential. Through the Money in the Bank, everything.
Yes.
We were getting behind him. Everybody was there.
My eyes are tearing up.
We haven't ever been behind Adam Rose, not as a wrestling universe. That's never happened.
And here's what they were playing tug of war with the hot dog, which then resulted in Adam Rose.
Is that what that was?
You know, I don't say anything.
And you shouldn't even have to pay for Sonic's food.
No. Adam Rose pulled it hard enough where, I'm still going with it, where Sandow just couldn't control
the tug of war
his
for the hot
skates.
dog.
I'm not talking.
He couldn't control his skates.
I'm back.
And you would think at least this would have led to like a 2-minute match later on.
Didn't the Usos come out or something?
No.
Well, no. When you crash on roller skates, you can't compete.
Next match.
You are no longer medically cleared.
Next thing.
Down the stairs.
Guys, at least
I can see it happening in slow motion.
At least the Bumblebee was there.
Shout out to our girl Thea Trinidad.
That was the best part of the whole segment.
I know.
Looking good.
If you just watched Thea, it was a pretty good segment.
Yes.
Otherwise, you were distracted by the awfulness.
Sandow's always good. It's just, he had to pretend that he was working for Sonic.
He had to sell a hot dog. And then play tug of war with it.
Technically, Adam Rose. Well, no, Sandow was the one that put out the product. So, yeah, it was Sandow. And then Rose, you bring up a good point. I just don't think they had a plan for Adam Rose. I just thought...
This is his second commercial. I don't watch SmackDown as much as I watch Raw, but this is his second commercial, and he hasn't had a match as far as I can remember.
Well, you need something to absorb up the Twisted Tea.
When you're doing commercials on a wrestling show and you're a wrestler...
Was that Santino's last appearance as an active wrestler was for Twisted Tea?
You know what?
On TV, it might have been.
On Raw.
On Raw it was.
Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Adam Rose, I feel like it was one of those. He went pretty quickly from Leo Kruger to Adam Rose, and I wonder if there was a plan for, like, they say you should have a 6-month plan for a guy. Yeah. I just thought that maybe they thought, this guy's gonna take off.
Well, yeah, even like with the vignettes hyping his debut, like there was one that was like, here's my ex-girlfriend, here's my future ex-girlfriend, or something like that. It's just like, okay, well, you can kind of play with things like this. He was going for the whole Russell Brand thing, and then anytime he talks now, it's just don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. It's like we need to know who Adam Rose is.
Why is he even partying? Who are these people with him? Just because right now they're just the party.
He's not wrestling. How's he affording the party?
Yeah. We haven't seen the Exotic Express in a few weeks.
Oh, that may be.
And they never drove it out.
It got impounded, perhaps.
Parked on that college campus too long.
Yeah. I wanted to see. It would have been cool if his first appearance would have been it pulling into the arena, Stone Cold Steve Austin style with the beer truck, and then that's something that would have been interesting. Like, oh man, make it happen some kind of way, but that didn't happen.
And then he would have sprayed Twisted Tea on everybody.
Yeah, on everybody. Yeah.
They had it on the
Twisted Tea, everyone. It's sticky. I don't know.
When did his voice change to that?
I don't know.
Wasn't that exactly how he sounded?
After the tug of war, I think.
Oh.
That's not exactly his voice, no?
He was playing tug of war with a hot dog today.
That's a true fact.
I'll let you do
Sandow versus Adam Rose in a tug of war hot dog match.
Hot dog on a pole match?
That wasn't even on the Exotic Express. That was out in the open.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's chat roll think about this?
They're just talking about hot dog tug of war.
Okay, well,
and
you have that trending.
Yeah. You're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome. With it. Dedication.
I'm a true performer. Got it.
Well, it's a double cheddar dog. You got it. You got to get it
with bacon.
Ooh.
Man, what happened next?
I'm gonna have a stroke just thinking about eating that thing. Thank God we have something good next. Well, not really good for the Usos, but it looked pretty cool. Usos, brand new t-shirts. They hit the ramp. Before they even remotely get down the ramp, Wyatt's attack this Sunday, 2 out of 3, Rome.
Man, this one's a hard one.
Yeah,
I'm so interested in this match because I have no idea which way this is gonna go. Big Uso fan, but at the same time, I love the Wyatts. They've got nothing but better.
Yep.
So I have no idea what to even think about.
They got to give this a half hour. Like, I want 30 minutes for a 2 out of 3 falls.
But with there's 8 matches on the card, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Well, something's going to go quick.
Pre-show doesn't count.
There's one of these matches that's promoted is going to go under 5.
They're going to go 15.
Well, we should guess which one that might be.
Yeah, that should be our tiebreaker.
That should be the tiebreaker.
Which match will be the shortest?
I got to get my damn title. Jeez.
You are the worst champion ever. You are a disgrace. To that $15 I spent at Toys R Us a year ago.
I can't possibly not show it once in case I lose this Sunday, which I probably will. You guys keep going. I'll be back.
He's gonna go get it. Okay. Go and get my belt, the one that you barely beat me for.
Okay, he's gonna run off and get the predictions title. Well, we can talk. Yeah. So we have this 2 out of 3 falls match that's happening with the Usos and Harper Rowan. And anytime they've stepped in a ring, whether it's singles matches or tag matches, it's been fantastic.
It's awesome. Yeah.
And so. You got to think. I mean, for a fact it's obviously going 3 falls. Yeah. Neither team's going to win 2-0. But so it's really just a matter of, does Harper and Rowan with gold around their waist make sense? Can they actually? Obviously, they're intimidating with or without the titles.
Easily, they can survive without the title.
They don't need it. No.
Yeah, they don't need it at all. They're established. The story's there. The character is there. It's strong. You don't need that. But if they did give it to them, it does make them look a little bit better, but they eventually have to lose it.
Well, because, with the Wyatts, they've been lately losing their big matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to give it to him at this point.
He can't.
Yay!
Yay!
The championship is finally here.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't know where it was. Someone had to show me.
The champ decided to show up.
What's up, champ?
There it is.
Get a double cheddar hot dog at Sonic.
Luckily, we didn't get your name engraved on it, so.
Nope. I think an engraving might actually damage, it would destroy the belt. There it is. Okay, we're good. All right, so anyways,
I feel like you have to give the belt to the Wyatts at this point, though. Or maybe not at this pay-per-view, but I feel like you have to cement them in the record books of tag teams.
Mustafa's going with the memes. I'm sorry.
I disagree.
He just threw one at us here.
What do we got?
Ziggler backstage with Summer Rae and Layla's hands both on each butt cheek of his and saying PG or PG-13, that is the question.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I still want the Usos to keep going. I feel like the Usos are the first tag team we've had in years that can have an old school, well, as old school as it can be, because now everything is so microwave, there's so much television. But I would like to know, when was the longest running tag team? When was the last time we had a long running
tag team champion?
Well, as far as tag team champions, Dan O'Brien and Kane went about 9 months, oddly enough.
They're probably the longest in a while.
In a while.
Yeah, I would love to see.
Before that, I think it was London and Kendrick.
Oh, you're right. They did have the longest one,
And Demolition is the longest of all time.
Sure.
Well, but
your favorite tag team?
Why they're not in the Hall of Fame yet makes me sick. But that being said, the Usos are one of the first teams in, like we said, God knows how long, that really, unless one of them gets fired, neither one of them will have a singles career. They're solely a tag team.
Yeah. Yeah. And they epitomize tag team. They have innovative offense. They have incredible athleticism. That goes without saying. I feel like they're the kind of team that can have such a long run as tag champions and people won't get sick of them. I would hate to see them lose because I don't think their time is done.
Yeah, no, and it's not. It's not win or lose. Their time is not done.
Right. I would love to see a longer run. I want
think. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think it's going to be disqualification.
And a 2 out of 3 falls match?
Well, never mind. I forgot. I completely forgot it was 2 out of 3 falls.
I mean, we still have main event and SmackDown, like, because we could always change our predictions between now and Sunday. But I still think the only team
we're going to have a winner. That's the thing.
We are going to have a winner, and I'm still set on the only team right now that I could see taking the titles from the Usos is the Ascension down in NXT.
See, they do nothing for me. I'm sorry, but they don't. I don't know.
The gimmick is a little old school.
Right, and I like it is. And that's kind of why I think I'm feeling, because again, they feel like another true soul tag team. Like, well, the Usos obviously are twins, so that's a given.
245 days, Team Hell No. They held it. Okay. 245. Carlito and Primo held it 280.
Really?
And then Brian Kendrick and London are the longest. This is the WWE tag team.
Right. Okay.
I haven't looked up the other.
Now I remember London and Kendrick they didn't exactly defend it a whole lot. It was kind of that period of time where they weren't really doing a whole lot with the tag team division. But still, I mean, they were an amazing tag team. They were very similar in style. And then I don't know. I think the Usos. I'm going Usos. I think they should be champions going to SummerSlam.
It's to that point that you have a hot team. It's a good problem to have. Yeah. You got a team that's lost all its big matches, but they're still just as strong. And they could win, and then you have the very hot babyface tag team that everybody loves to cheer for.
This is solely still in a show. I mean, it's going to be match of the night, and we're still 6 nights away. We know this match is going to be amazing.
So I mean, I would have said Ambrose Rollins possibly match of the night, but
we don't know if that's going to happen now.
Usos Wyatt is going to be ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
What do you think, Dale?
I still think that, like I said, I don't think they have to win tonight. I just think that the Wyatts do need it. You know, like primetime players and the Jack Swagger and Cesaro. I feel like I love when they actually give them the title to cement this was a moment in history. This is a very big tag team, and they had a lot of TV time, and the crowd was into them or they hated them, whatever. I think you rightfully should give them the belt, so that it shows that they were significant.
They were legitimate. Yeah, legitimate.
Yeah, and because the Usos were around for nearly 4 years before they won the titles.
Yeah.
So they waited and eventually built them up. I mean, when I first started hosting AfterBuzz, I called them the lowest guys in the car with pyro. And then all of a sudden, they showed up and now steal almost every show they're on.
And they had a cool thing on SmackDown with the announcer gimmick they were doing. It was a SmackDown.
Was it cool, though?
It was all right. At least it was a shot. They gave it a shot.
Yeah, A for effort.
Yeah.
I wasn't too crazy about it. But.
Whatever. You know what I was crazy about? The next segment on Raw.
Yes.
Had to Google what a détente was. Putting it out there.
Just letting them know?
Yeah, it's a way to ease tensions and strained relations in a political... So, anyways, Michael Cole's in the ring.
I like your hand movement. You're looking for the meaning.
Wading through the bullshit that you were trying to throw out.
Right back.
There it is.
So Michael Cole's in the ring. Rusev's already in there, as is Lana. Out comes Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, and I don't even know where to start. Everybody crushed it in this segment. I mean, Swagger didn't even say a word, and he was still good.
That's actually his best.
It is.
Usually.
Lana might... I mean, I'm not trying to compare it directly to her, but Lana might become our new Vicky as far as getting the crowd so annoyed at her.
Oh, yeah, she's so...
She's so good at pissing the crowd off.
To be honest, I mean, Lana delivers way better than Vicky ever could, though.
No, I agree.
Because Vicky had that voice.
I'm just talking about as far as the response from the crowd.
Well, it's because she mocks America.
I know.
She starts yelling, "Shut up, let's go!" And she epitomizes the character. Like, she is what every female and even a lot of male wrestlers would like to be. Stick to a character and commit to it and pull it off. You know. And she was amazing.
Yeah, she does it.
So let's just go sequentially here. She wants Zeb to apologize for the USA chants. Zeb says apologize, not no. Let's do it together, guys. But hell no!
I was waiting for glass to break after that.
Oh, that would have been great. Next time. So Lana says Putin can cure everything. Zeb calls Putin stupid. Zeb then asks Rusev when he's going to step out behind Lana and that skirt and face Swagger at Battleground. That's when Rusev says a bunch of things in another language.
Something.
Yeah, I think he gave out his grocery list. And then he says, this is war, which was cool. And then before Sunday, Zeb says, Lana, I want you and Rusev to learn 3 words. We the people! Lana then slaps Zeb real nice. Swagger spears Rusev. Lana pulls his hair up, helps him. Rusev attacks. Swagger counters that kick into the ankle lock, and damn, this was good.
Is Swagger all of a sudden, he's almost turned into a main event babyface overnight from all this?
Oh, well, Zeb has.
Yeah.
Well, Zeb has helped Swagger turn into a main event babyface.
I want Zeb versus Lana, dude.
Just make it a mixed tag at least. Yeah.
I think we'll see that at some point, too.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I think an older man versus a woman is fair.
Yeah.
In like one of those mud wrestling competitions that they do?
Sure.
Oh, God.
I got no problems with it.
I don't want to see Zeb in mud wrestling.
Who's watching Zeb?
You know, eventually Lana's going to have to do exactly what Vicky and Steph did a few weeks ago. There's going to be some kind of comeuppance for her character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be.
She'll get something dumped on her, or she'll get pushed into something. You can't wear that nice of a suit all the time as a female and not get something happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This segment, I mean, without a doubt, my favorite segment of the show. I mean, this has us really excited for Swagger Rusev, and I'd like to think this is not the end of it. I'd like to think
I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think it could end like you could make it a flag match. Bring out one of those old school.
Maybe at SummerSlam. Right?
Yeah, like capture the flag match. Like it only wins if you get your country's flag.
Mm-hmm.
They used to do that with like a big team. Like last one I remember was with the Hart Foundation.
That would
doing years ago.
That would work in an old school type of mentality way. But when you booked Rusev the way you have as a beast and Swagger, we already know what he can do. I want to see the physicality of that match. I don't even want it to be a gimmick match.
Well, then we can have that at Battleground, but I'm saying what better way than for Rusev to have his first loss is without being pinned, and Swagger gets the flag.
With the help of Jim Duggan.
Done.
I don't know.
Book it.
Yeah. Yeah, real creative move by me on that one.
How did you do it?
Jim Duggan and Sergeant Slaughter somehow helped out.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there going corny. So that's what I think of that.
Here comes Volkov!
Yeah, now bring them all out at that point.
Zeb and Lana were they're so entertaining. Like I would love to see them backstage before a show, just talking things over. It's just be,
oh God.
You know, they have such good chemistry. It's such an odd couple.
Yeah, and I mean, just always entertaining too. There's no downtime between these two guys. I mean, every moment that they had to throw something out there, she was insulting America and he was complimenting it. So it was pretty good.
Fantastic.
I wonder how this goes post this feud though. Like, does Zeb and Swagger just switch right back into sneaking across borders, or are they going to stay patriotic?
Well, technically, Zeb thinks stopping people from sneaking across the border
is patriotic.
Right.
That was the beginning of the entire thing.
But this only works because it's Russia, I guess?
Noted.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Putin was at the World Cup on Sunday, and I thought he should really have Lana there with him.
I wonder if Putin watches. That'd be.
I was wondering.
I
was wondering if one of like his assistants going, "Hey, do you know what they're doing with a photo of you on Raw?
They're showing you shirtless, bro."
And he's like, "You damn right they are."
They're showing your nips on horseback, dude.
Hey, he put that photo out there, I believe. So.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I wish I could see him come out as Dirty Dutch just one time.
I mean, is it that different?
A little.
A little.
He's not wearing like the safari vest.
Yeah.
Either way, this segment was phenomenal. just can't wait to see what happens on Sunday.
And that kick into the ankle lock was genius.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good move, and I really, I don't know. I don't know if Swagger will win this weekend, but I feel like they're booking it like he could have a good chance of winning. Today's altercation was a nice back and forth, not just a one-sided squash.
The crowd, like Swagger had to have been like a 6-year-old boy on Christmas Day inside with how loud the crowd was cheering for him.
Yep.
They like me.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing inside.
Like he's going down the stairs on skates. All right. Anyways,
on his way to Sonic.
Moving on, locker room backstage. Cena and Ambrose. I'm sorry, Cena and Reigns. Ambrose was already in the hospital, or he was on his way to the medical facility. Cena says, you know, we were set up by the Authority, and Reigns is like, you know what, tonight we take out all 3 members of the Authority. Yeah, pretty basic stuff, setting it up for the main event. Alberto Del Rio versus Rob Van Dam, 2 guys that I believe are in the Battle Royal. Right?
Yes.
Yep. There we go. RVD gets pummeled early on, like getting caught in between the apron, then a kick to the head.
Looked ugly.
Man, I forgot about that.
This was like almost a squash match, it felt like.
I mean, RVD eventually went for the 5-star, got the double knee, and then the cross arm breaker, and, you know, ADR wins. You're right.
Yeah, it's just like it was. Del Rio got a lot more kicks in than I would have expected him to against RVD.
Is that only because he was in the ring with RVD?
I don't know.
Because RVD throws a shit ton of kicks.
I'm aware he does.
But I did notice that as well. ADR was throwing them right back. So.
And like, who's RVD? Is he going to really beat anyone?
Job Van Dam. I don't know what's ever since the tournament. That's it.
Part of my old ECW spirit.
He's there. Wow. He's obviously okay with it.
I mean, we know why he's there. So
it's smart on WWE's part, and if Rob doesn't mind, then nobody loses.
You know, Rob's cool with it. Obviously, he's whatever, dude.
Yeah,
whatever, man.
You know. So yeah, Battle Royal this Sunday. IC title. Nikki Bella hits the ring. Old Steph McMizzo hits that ramp. She basically says, you know, Brie abandoned you, your own sister. Tonight should be a tag match, but it's all Brie's fault that you're going to have another handicapped. The only person to blame is your sister Brie. That's when Nikki has to take on Alicia Fox and Cameron. And they pretty much take it to her. But actually, a really good match, though.
No, yeah, well, and Nikki kind of came back. Nikki really showed some new stuff tonight. Yep. Like, she was very impressive, I thought.
Yeah, even when she was getting whooped on.
Yeah, she was still selling well.
Selling well, bumping well, jumping off of everything.
Yeah. While Eve Marie was doing her makeup, Nikki was teaching her how to sell. Go ahead.
there was a Nikki chant in the audience.
Yeah.
Shout out for the Alabama Slam that she pulled.
Yes.
Yeah. She pulled one of those out. And the fact that they were all 3 of them the same color. That was amazing.
That's a fair point. Alicia Fox, Cameron, and Nikki all kind of blended together.
Yeah, they were almost all the same color.
It was like a mocha latte situation.
They're all Italian. Of course they're going to be there.
Yes.
Man, there you go.
Perfect.
Come on.
Now they announced also that the kickoff, the pre-show for the pay-per-view will have Cameron versus Naomi. I would have expected seeing Naomi.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe nobody wants to help Nikki because they're afraid of the wrath of Stephanie.
But you know what would have solved this problem is to not even have Battleground. And just let us go all the way to SummerSlam.
I know you're very anti-Battleground, but you're paying the $10 a month either way. You realize that, right?
I know. I'm just saying I think storyline would have been easier. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Longer build.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of builds. Build it up. You know what I mean?
Because does anybody think that match between Cameron and Naomi is going to go longer than 5 minutes?
Well, it's on the pre-show, and the pre-show matches usually go about 10.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a build up to a further. I don't think this is going to be the end of their feud. At least I hope not. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
I dig it. But yeah, and then Alicia with some kind of cool new finisher. What do you call that thing?
We haven't gotten the name of it yet, but it looks painful.
Yeah. The soda smash. Nah, I have no idea.
Book it.
I love that she kept asking where Brie was the whole time too. Yeah. Like in every hold she had Nikki, and like, "Where's Brie? Huh?" It was pretty great.
So bullyish.
She's so great in the ring.
Be a star. Come on. Moving on. Amazing commercial for WWE 2K15.
Yes.
Good God, that was cool.
You get 2 generations of Sting, apparently.
And an orchestra with their face painted.
Yeah. That actually was a pretty cool reveal.
Yeah.
They all turned around.
I remember actually getting an email about potentially, you know, like auditioning for this orchestra thing with my music background. I'm like, oh, sweet, but it like must have a tuxedo. Damn it, I don't have one.
Do not own
I would have rented one to be in that commercial.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to pay the money if I didn't book it.
Oh, yeah.
You had to show up in the tuxedo?
You had to show up for the audition in a tuxedo.
On, like,
that's
nice button down
dumb.
And say, I'll have a tuxedo?
Yeah.
You should have got one of those tuxedo T-shirts. You're like, look, you can picture it, guys.
Let's fool everybody.
Fair enough. But then all of a sudden, like when the commercial, I'm like, oh, this was the thing that I saw a few weeks ago. Like they just sent out like 2 weeks ago. I felt like
you messed it up.
I screwed up. I did.
See?
I could have had face paint on.
I know.
You could have been immortalized.
I could have been playing the timpani back there.
You can still have face paint on, but it won't be cool.
No. And it won't be on a 2K15 commercial.
Yeah, you won't be on the 2K15.
Man, that was cool.
That was really cool.
It's all downhill from here for you.
And a lot of people, like especially in the chat roll, not happy that the whole thing with Sting was just because he's in the video game.
Well, it doesn't mean we're not going to see him.
I agree. People were just like with all his cryptic tweet of 7/14/14. I'm like, oh, he's going to be on Raw. It's like, no, it's just for the video game.
I had only heard it was for the video game the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought he was going to show up on Raw. And
I would like to think if Sting ever makes a TV debut, they don't announce anything.
yes,
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah. No. Just show up.
just do it.
I feel like we're bound to get a match at some point.
I mean, who else likes darkness? The Wyatts. Come on.
Come on.
That'd be pretty
That
dope.
would be nice.
That could be WrestleMania right there.
That would be nice.
They would save it for WrestleMania at this
Yeah,
point.
you
though.
have to. Anything concerning Sting is I don't even want to hear any other pay-per-views. WrestleMania. That's it.
Yeah.
Sting showing up on Main Event. No?
Yep.
On the network. Randy Orton backstage with Triple H saying he's worried about Kane. He doesn't trust Kane. And Triple H said, yo, look, Kane's a pawn, but he's our pawn. Kane's going to stick to the plan of Randy Orton becoming champ. So there's no need for a plan B. So they're making it clear they expect Randy Orton to leave Battleground as the champ.
To Randy Orton.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Though.
Yeah.
You're going to win, which probably means he's not going to.
Pal. Yeah.
We already know who's going to win that match, so let's move
Kane.
on. Got it. Yeah, perfect.
That damn demon. Okay, I don't know what Stardust and Goldust are doing, but I love every damn second of it. This is my second favorite segment of the night.
I think Goldust nearly choked to death on dust.
Oh my God, he blew him right. He was open mouth and got that damn star in his. Oh,
Choking off camera.
You know, afterwards they're just like, brother, like you're such a dick. You know,
Not when my mouth is open.
My
God.
mouth was open.
At least wait until I'm done breathing.
I'm choking on your fairy
It's
dust.
like inhaling with a wide open mouth.
you know, Cody did that on purpose. You know it.
I love that he still had some of the bits hanging on his glove too when he pulled.
God, those guys are fun. I don't even know what he was saying. Something about traveling to the weirdest place possible. I don't know.
I don't care.
Something.
It was amazing.
Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
Yada yada Stardust.
Stardust. Forget the name. Remember the name.
All that glitters is in your mouth.
Yeah.
Something.
And some of it
Stardust.
stays on your hands.
And then,
I love when Goldust does his thing and then Cody goes back with like his thing. I don't know. It's just,
I don't know why it's so great. But it's great.
It should be disturbing by all accounts.
you know what would make it even better is not having Ron Simmons, but at the end of every single segment with him, just pan over to Dusty going, I got some weird ass kids.
That would be it.
That's my boys.
that could work, or they could also just go straight to the commentary table and just have the camera solely on JBL. Just be like, what?
Yeah.
When they came out on SmackDown and he goes, here comes the weirdos. The weirdos. I thought that was phenomenal. They come out.
JBL's on point, man. He is on point. But God, I love those two. I love those two.
Yeah, I'd like to see him wrestle some more. They haven't wrestled in the past couple weeks on Raw.
It's like you're watching Michael Keaton's Batman Jim Carrey's The Riddler and Goldust, they had a threesome and Stardust came out. Like, that's what this is to me.
Wow.
That's because pretty on the nose, actually.
Yeah, you can see it. Don't say that you don't see that.
I know, that's the scary thing is that I see it perfectly.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's it. They ran a train on Goldust years ago.
Oh, my God.
Well, I thought you ended strong, but then you totally ended stronger.
I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah.
No, we know what you're saying.
I do think that is the advantage of having the Wyatts pick up the titles, though, is that these guys can make a run for the
That's true.
Because they're not going to go up against the Usos in a way that would culminate properly.
And they've wrestled Ryback enough.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's all they've wrestled. That's all I can remember.
It really is.
There's no other tag teams to feud with.
Well, the new team of Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil that was on SmackDown.
We saw possibly the birth of a team tonight. The next match.
I don't even remember. Oh, that's right.
Oh, right.
I was going to say,
I completely forgot.
Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd have been tagging up on NXT a lot. I kind of I like them together.
Yeah.
They have similar styles.
Yeah, they do.
That is true. So we got Cesaro in the ring, taking on Big E Langston with Kofi at ringside. But you know who's not ringside with Cesaro? Paul Heyman. And they just explained that Paul was fired.
Well, they said one rumor said that Cesaro fired him. The other one said Paul Heyman quit. But we don't out in Japan when they were earlier this week. But we don't know.
Nobody knows. And to me, I thought that meant, we must have the night off. No, he's there.
He was there.
He pops up later. Don't have any idea what's going on. And by the way, does not mention anything about the scenario.
There's got to be an explanation. For God's sake, you have a 3-hour show. You have a 2-hour show on SmackDown. He's been talking nonstop about Cesaro. He's been. How do you just say, oh, yeah, so by the by.
We went to Japan. Things went down. Now I'm here.
Didn't go good.
Anyways.
I had some bad,
sushi?
Sushi.
There it is. Japanese food. Found it.
I almost shut up.
but I mean, this is kind of like what happened with Ryback and Axel out of the blue.
This is but that at least had like a goodbye. They broke up in the ring.
Well, actually, he's talked about it with Ryback that he dumped him, but he never said anything with Axel. And then Axel went down, and that better not happen with Cesaro.
Well, Curtis Axel and Cesaro are on different paths, I feel.
Yes, Cesaro's taller.
Yes.
This match was fantastic.
Great match.
It was.
And we could get an explanation next week, I suppose, but it seemed very weird.
This match, I felt like, came straight out of us playing the video game and only hitting the power moves.
Yeah. Starts off with a German suplex, then tosses Big E over the announcer's table and hits a Tiger Bomb. Eventually, Cesaro gets frustrated, throws a chair at Kofi, which is total video game style.
Belly to bellies. I mean, splashes, everything that you would do in a video game within this match.
And then he brings a chair in the ring, does one of these, Kofi grabs it, distracts him, big ending for the win. I loved every part of it.
That's what happened when you come to the ring on special. That's what happens when you come to the ring on special.
That's hilarious. Man.
It's good to see Big E and Kofi doing something. I'm happy that they're together.
I'm going to applaud you, Bill.
Well, again, and it's always that thing once in a while where, Kofi, we want to use you, crowd loves you, but we have nothing for you. We'll team you with somebody. Who else do we like that's not doing anything?
Yeah.
Insert Big E today.
Yeah?
So
you're saying Big E will be injured in about a month and a half? Is that what you're saying?
Don't you dare.
You're a terrible human. Rome, you are chopping Dale tonight. You are chopping him.
Stop it.
Has that?
Yeah, you are.
Is that not the trajectory of Kofi's tag team?
I'm chopping you too. I'm gonna chop you so hard.
Are you drunk?
No, Flair's later.
He was hanging with Flair.
Yeah. That's right.
God.
You were always home eating a ribeye. Okay, so yeah. We'll see what I don't know. We got to have an explanation, but we will see Heyman later in the show. Moving on, Y2J hits the ring. Welcome to Raw's Jericho. He says he's seen it all and ran off a whole bunch of cool things.
Midian reference.
Yeah,
we got a naked Midian in there.
Yeah, we did. 3-minute warning reference.
Yep.
Even
5-second poses.
Lord Tensai.
Lord Tensai. That was. I'm sure he enjoyed that one.
I'm surprised Jericho remembers Lord Tensai. They even
surprised Tensai remembers Lord Tensai.
Was Jericho even around? Like, was that one of his lapses when Tensai was there?
It might have been.
Tensai debuted the day after WrestleMania, the same day that Brock did, which was a bad booking idea in the first place.
It's just never worked.
Just never, yeah. They're like,
ooh, big Tensai. Ooh, bigger Lesnar.
Yeah. I forgot everything else.
Yeah. Lesnar's return was so big, there's a dude in the crowd that is now like half famous from it.
Lesnar guy.
Yeah. Who somehow gets tickets to every single event.
Yeah, he's right behind Sign Guy for
Just
being at the most
did
events.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky dog. Then again, he did go crazy, so I'll give it up for him. So Bray Wyatt basically says, hey, you've got the whole world in your hands. Well, I have the whole WWE universe. I'm sorry, that's what Jericho said about Wyatt. I have the whole universe in my hands. And then Bray comes on and says some creepy things, as he does. I've gone to war with a lot of powerful men. They all have one thing in common. They all screamed, "Are you afraid of the dark, Chris?" Lights out. Wyatt's in the ring. He escapes. Then Bray Wyatt attacks on the ramp. Sister Abigail. Boomtown.
I want to say to the Richmond crowd, who were fantastic for 95% of this show. They were hot. Why on God's green earth would you chant boring during a Bray Wyatt promo?
Are you sure that's what it was? Are you sure?
Yeah, they did chant boring.
I did hear a little bit of that, yeah.
Who in their right mind finds Bray Wyatt boring?
I don't know.
I think they were just trying to be, they were so hot for Jericho, maybe they were just trying to support Jericho, being like, you suck, dude over there that's not out here right now.
Hey, you guy.
Well, then chant you suck. That's fine. Don't chant boring.
They said nothing when he came out.
No.
Because it definitely wasn't boring then. So.
No.
It only takes like 3 people to get something going.
Yeah, to get something going.
You know, who knows?
Section.
Yeah, the drunk section.
Yeah.
Hence the next match when the CM Punk chants were going.
Somebody actually brought up Frank the Clown in the chat room.
Oh, that's the
Frank.
third guy.
Yeah,
that's the third fan who seems to be at all the shows.
Oh yeah, no, we hung out with Frank at WrestleMania. Good guy. We like Frank. He's cool. So yeah, we're setting up for that match. What do you guys think about Bray versus Jericho? Do you think this is? I think it's just a build to something else. It's got to be.
Well, yeah. Well, originally, and I think I said it last week, Jericho was supposed to be around until SummerSlam, but then all of a sudden he like tweeted out his wrestling schedule and his Fozzy schedule, and it's been extended like, at least through Night of Champions. So he's around till at least the end of September.
So I thought this was going to be a long run for Jericho.
All he's really posted is through September.
Yeah.
Which originally I thought was just through August. But it's a matter of, will Jericho and Wyatt go 3 straight pay-per-views like Cena and Wyatt did?
That would mean Jericho's back just to put over Wyatt.
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah. See, I thought he was going to stay a while this time.
I mean, I hope there's more to it. That's just what he sent out recently.
Do new. He also has a new show as well.
The Comedy Central show, right?
Yeah, he does.
So I don't know
about that.
He may be gone after September.
Maybe a short run.
Yeah.
God, that's.
But be happy while he's here.
Yeah, no.
Don't begrudge him.
Enjoy the moment.
No begrudging here. No begrudging here. AJ Lee versus Eva Marie Page at the announcer's table. AJ wins with the Black Widow on Eva Marie. She taps, and that's she did that.
You know what? She is improving.
Yeah, she's improving.
It's been a year. She's been there for a year, and this is.
But how much is she in the ring, though? I mean, like, she's not practicing that often.
That's the problem.
NXT, she should be.
That's the problem.
But they're not booking her to practice, is what I think is happening. They want her on that show. They want her on Total Divas, and then wrestling is a benefit to having her on
like
the other show.
Thing.
Yeah, it's very odd. I'm not saying I support it. I'm just saying the priority is Total Divas.
Yeah, well, I understand that's priority, but if you've been there for about a year now, under that umbrella, with all the trainers, all that stuff, you should be able to do more than throw AJ in the ring and pull her arms back, because that's really all Eva did. She didn't even fall down in the Black Widow. She just still stood on her legs and tapped her own leg, where all the other divas, because they get like trapped in it, and they're tapping out on AJ's
you gotta remember,
body.
AJ is so much better than Eva Marie. Why should she give her a tough match? Think about it.
Well, no, I'm just saying Eva Marie should still do more than what she's doing. I'm not saying she should compete with AJ per se.
I'll tell you this. Eva's doing something. She's obviously trying. So I'm not gonna take that away from her. I never take that away from someone if they're trying. But it's just every time I see her in the ring, it's not there. It's why are you guys forcing her on television?
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at the
because she's that hot.
Yeah, and she's incredibly hot.
She's that
We've
hot.
all seen her in person.
Make her a valet.
Gorgeous. But yeah, use her that way. Until she's ready to be in the ring. I understand what they were doing tonight. And AJ, kudos to you, girl. You led that match the way you were supposed to do. But man, it's and because of that, because of her being led, it worked.
Right.
Just 2-3 minutes, that's all you really needed out there. But if you want this girl to have any kind of lasting effect, because we're measuring her against some high quality people.
Sure.
We watched Trish go from mediocre to phenomenal.
Yeah.
We watched so many women come in and it's like, she's just a model. And 3 years later, it's like, oh my God, where'd she get all of this from?
You never know.
Yeah, we were just talking about Nikki Bella. We watched what she did earlier in the show.
She has improved tremendously.
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox as well.
So I won't write Eva Marie off at all because, like I said, she's trying. I just hope that if she's still there 18 months from now, it's not the same thing.
The question is, does she want it? I'm not sold that she wants this.
That she wants it.
There you go. Then that's a big thing. Trish wanted it.
Yeah. Wrestling's a hard-ass business. You got to want it to get better. So I don't know. I don't know if the passion's not there. I don't know if she's just a model.
She may just not be coordinated. The thing that it looks like you can see the thought trying to go through her head, and I think maybe she just can't. You have to telegraph so many different things in wrestling that I just don't know if she's quick enough to be like, oh, I'm supposed to be over there right now.
Or fear.
Nothing looked natural.
Could be fear. Fear could be holding her back.
Fear,
But after the match, this is what I enjoyed. AJ goes Indian style, sits on top of the announcer's table, stares down Paige, and they have like a typical like junior high, like, hey, how are you? You look so nice, your hair.
No, you look nice.
No, you.
I was going to say your makeup is really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I love it.
No, I just love how you look.
Is that a new blouse?
You're in really good shape.
Oh, thank you. I've been working out, but not as much as you. Oh my God,
we're so best friends. That's how it went.
Translation, I hate you.
I hate your guts.
The other thing is, that's how Rome and I talk every Friday on SmackDown.
Oh, wow. You guys have a bit of a rivalry going on, don't you?
Is this true, Rome?
You weren't supposed to let the secret out, man.
Sorry!
Yeah. I'm going to chop you again.
Right after you chop Dale.
I'm busy right after this. I have to go. There's another thing happening. What's that, Phil? Yeah, no, I'll be right.
Yeah. You can chop me with a championship across my chest.
Yeah.
And that'll be the first time you used it.
And I drink Ziggler.
Yeah. Point taken.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to get
thing, by the way,
so
in
much.
front of you?
What's this?
What is that in front of you? What's that thing? Because I never see you with it.
Title.
Oh. Your title. What are you the champion of?
It's predictions, AFTERBUZZ.
You don't even know.
I do. It's that thing you email us about every month. I'm the champion of that.
That thing, the fantasy football thing.
You know, that thing that you do. You email us and I did the thing.
I send those emails. Then I text Johnny Sunday around 1 o'clock. Hey, I need your pics to tweet it out already.
That's because I'm thinking.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I'm evaluating. All right, I'm doing.
He's rewatching all the old matches of the people that are competing at the pay-per-view.
It's called due diligence, gentlemen. All right. Backstage, Kane tells the Authority he doesn't trust or like Randy Orton. That's when Triple H and Stephanie say, sometimes you got to work for people you don't like. You got to work with people you don't like. Do what you have to do, Sonny. Just get it done. Kane says, okay, walks away. Anything? No, we just move on. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bo leave, and no one sells Bo Dallas better than JBL, but this was fun. He says, El Torito's the biggest little man in WWE, and I hope my opponent tonight has just as big a heart as El Torito. Then, of course, who comes out? Dale Rutledge, tell us.
The Great Khali.
Wait, what was that?
What was it?
It was the Great Khali.
No, the guy who came out against Bo Dallas?
It was Great Khali.
I can literally hear your pen.
Dale, can you Can you like give us the breakdown of this match? Or?
Yeah, there was a guy in the ring. Khali came out. He ruined the match, and then the match was over.
Hey, he had a good moment. Come on.
Hey, who goes over? Eva Marie or Great Khali?
Oh, wow. Can you say Battle of the Ages?
Man, that's a slobber knocker.
That's
on the pre-show.
5-star classic.
That's a hard one to predict. I'll tell you that much.
Wow. That's for the 2K15. Let's play that one out.
Who calls that match?
America.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So Bo hits the Bo Dog outside the match, gets the count-out victory, and starts to get on the microphone, does the victory lap, gets on the microphone. He's like, hey, big buddy, don't get down. Khali smash. That was
pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and then Bo's like, oh, like the way he responded.
He's like, ow.
He looked like he got a brain freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mess around with those Sonic shakes.
Yeah, that's what it is. From Sandow.
Yeah.
Hope you tipped him.
It is.
So we saw a lot of hype for the Battle Royal tonight.
Yeah.
A ton of it. Who do we think is winning it? I know you were kind of saying earlier you're thinking it'd be Miz.
Man.
Miz would be a good one.
I really think they're going to give it a Bo.
I'm trying to remember who is in the damn thing.
It's a lot of guys.
Everyone on the mid card.
Yeah, Xavier Woods.
Woods is in there. R-Truth is in there.
Not winning.
Zach Ryder.
Not winning either.
Diego of Los Matadores is in there.
Wait a minute. My favorite wrestler in the entire WWE?
No, Torito was not. Diego is.
What's the other one? The other one's name is
Fernando.
Todd.
And he's hurt.
All right.
Todd and Diego.
Khali's in it.
So which one is out?
Fernando is out.
Okay, so the guy that I still don't care about is out.
Yes.
And the guy that I still don't care about is also in.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Got it right.
Even keel.
Right, Baxel's in it. Cesaro's in it.
Sandow.
Cesaro.
Adam Rose. Sin Cara.
Cesaro could use a belt. I mean, he was the U.S. champ, 2 or 3 years ago now?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
He needs something new.
Yeah, I could see him winning it, but The Miz seems hot.
And then they could do like he's the king of Battle Royals if he wins it.
Yeah.
No, I'm tired of King anything with him now. Let's go to something else. King of Swing was a horrible name.
And they did just like throw away him winning that Andre the Giant match, to be honest. There was so much momentum there, and it just kind of fell out.
It's because he joined sides with Heyman the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you guys think? I love the Bo Dallas pick. That's really interesting.
I'm thinking. I like Miz. Part of me, I really think Bo. Oddly enough, I feel like Kofi could be a sleeper.
He's always a sleeper.
I know. He's going to do some weird thing and survive. But it's survive an elimination.
But if Kofi wins, will they actually show it on television?
It'll be on the app.
It'll get moved.
It won't even be on the network. It'll be on the app.
They would have cut to commercial during the pay-per-view when he wins.
On their network.
All right, man. We shall overcome. Don't worry about it.
I know it. One day.
Oh, Jesus.
One day. I'm going to just be a one-man march.
Kofi comes out on roller skates.
Bo is like, bring back my shit.
What about Sandow? Can we pray for Sandow in this one?
Him too, man.
I mean,
ideally,
equal rights for all.
Yeah. All right. Ideally, the final five, could we say we would like to see Miz, Bo Dallas, Sandow, Cesaro, and what's another one or two we'd like to see at the end?
Kofi or Big E? Or
Are they both? Yeah, they're both in it.
Right? I mean, I guess, you could have like a guy to tag team like Ryback still in there.
Yeah.
Who won't win.
I think Dale might be right with Miz.
He might be.
I'm
not against it.
I don't see Cesaro winning. I feel like the Heyman story isn't over yet.
I feel like they could do bigger things with Cesaro. He doesn't. I just would like to see him with some kind of momentum. Put him back on
I can see him winning it just because, especially if he's not going to be with Heyman and they haven't explained that at all.
Yep.
Give him the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let him turn it into something.
So we're all kind of split, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's chat roll saying?
Ziggler. We forgot Ziggler.
Oh my God.
Ziggler's in there.
And he's winning now.
He is winning. This is a streak for Ziggler, for sure.
Ziggler, Miz, Bo,
and Sheamus.
Cesaro.
Sheamus is not going to win.
I don't think Sheamus is going to win.
They don't.
Sheamus and Khali can eliminate each other.
I think Khali might be the first one eliminated. I think they're all just, as soon as the bell, just all gang up on the big guy.
I think that'd be perfect.
I think Dale will enjoy that.
The chat roll wants to know who was screaming.
Did they hear that for real?
Oh, really? Yeah, sorry, guys. There's a bunch of girls watching what I'm assuming is The Bachelor
or your stand-up. It's
either
in
one.
between. They both involve a lot of yelling.
I had people tell me I look like the last Bachelor, the one that everyone hated, that Juan Pablo guy. I'm like, I'm not even close to being a Juan Pablo, but weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
You are a Bachelor.
Maybe it's the nose thing. I'm a Bachelor. I don't know.
Who the hell is Juan Pablo?
Yes, he's the dick that was the last Bachelor everyone hated. I don't know. I don't watch that crap.
Okay, whatever.
The point is.
But if you do, we have an AfterBuzz for it.
Yeah, it's a very good show. Very popular show. Very, very popular show. Very popular. No, it's a very popular show.
It is popular.
Yeah.
Kathy Kelly does it.
I'm putting it over. Kathy's on it.
Kathy loves that show.
That's worth watching. The Battle Royal, guys.
So we have multiple choices.
I think tonight might be more fun than the first time all four of us were on the show. I'm not sure.
I know it's up there. Well, we had Booker with us tonight too.
Brooks been here.
If Johnny is buried after tonight's episode, we know what happened.
Kathy will never be seen again.
I'm going to be doing the countdown after show. There isn't even one. It's just going to be me in my room.
Just you and a mic flag somewhere that they tell you to meet up somewhere.
Yeah.
Tonight on Clash of the Champions after show.
There's no mic connection or anything.
I'm just the mic.
Just working.
I'm just holding a handheld doing a selfie video.
Tonight on WWE Inbox after show.
Eating a Sonic hot dog.
Cars keep driving by, splashing the puddle on you.
And I'm like, oh,
my roller skates are rusty.
What happened to us?
Okay,
we were a show at one point.
Oh yeah,
it's once upon a time.
It's a great Khali's fault.
They never do this. They never do this on The Bachelor, I bet.
No. Backstage, the authorities with Seth Rollins. Plan B is the cash in at the end of Battleground. Triple H says yes. Clearly, that's leaving a little bit of mystery for this Sunday. This is when Paul Heyman comes up and says, Triple H is like, where you been, Paul? He's like, I've been picking my spots and making my moves, and if you want a plan C, I'm the guy you should talk to, which that foreshadows. Is that obvious to me? A little obvious.
It is.
I wish he wouldn't have said that.
I don't think it is.
I think it is.
What, we think it's Brock Lesnar? Is that what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
No.
But for what? For the championship?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be, Rosie? Who's it gonna be?
They're gonna think Plan C is Brock Lesnar.
That's what I would. Oh, they might do a cool.
But you're hearing it here first.
Oh, don't give it away.
Here it goes.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just guessing.
Cesaro?
Okay. It's a complete guess. Plan C is CM Punk.
Okay, you're smoking.
They're starting to put more things on the network. All the talk, all of a sudden, Heyman has left Cesaro, supposedly.
Yeah.
They'll have Lesnar. But what happens after that?
You can't have Lesnar and Punk at the same time right now.
Not as Heyman guys.
Yeah.
But why not?
Well, because unless they're facing each other,
which they can eventually.
Well, they already did tear it up, though.
Yeah.
SummerSlam last year, wasn't it?
Both of them would be insane.
Yeah, SummerSlam last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Plus, Punk would overshadow him.
Yeah.
I think at this. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's interesting to put out there.
It is.
Plan C for CM Punk.
Oh, I see what you did there. You're clever. I like it.
I'm just saying.
Thinking.
In a few months, if he suddenly shows up.
So what is Plan D? Duke the Dumpster Drosy? I mean, we can't just go alphabetically.
Yes. That's exactly right.
That's who's going to win the battle.
Plan E is Epico.
No.
Plan F is Fernando, who oddly enough is the same guy.
Yeah.
Let's stop. I'm glad you. I don't know. Maybe it's not as obvious, and they've been very good at surprising us lately. So
yes, that is true.
I would hope that would happen. I just,
I mean, I like where your fanboy heart is at, but I don't think it's happening.
But if by some crazy chance it does, I automatically deserve the title.
I'll give this to
automatically. Even if I don't, I want to.
Johnny don't care.
He doesn't even.
Johnny doesn't care.
Look, I will have someone find this for me, and I will give it to you. If you
do what you do.
All right, moving on. We got a couple things. Renee Young announces none other than the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! I'm just going to go down a couple of my favorite quotes from me. He said, "Good Lord, I've had some fun in this city. Virginia's for lovers, and there's no better lover than the Nature Boy." And then Renee Young asks him, who's going to win the Battle Royal this Sunday? And he says, I'm sorry.
The Battle Royal.
Yeah, we're talking so much about the Battle Royal. Who's going to win the Fatal 4-Way this Sunday? And he says, my man, John Cena.
How terrified did Renee look during this segment?
I would have been terrified.
First off, who is Joan Cena? I need to. Haven't met this person.
Surprise debut.
He's a biblical character like Joan of Arc.
Ah, there you go. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Comes out in jorts.
Yep.
Oh, Plan C right there.
It's interesting, and then all of a sudden Roman Reigns' music hits the ring, and Flair just leaves. And then Cena's music hits, Flair bows down to him, Cena gives him the world title,
Your belt.
and Flair leaves with it.
And we're all fine with it.
And maybe that means that's the way that the title's going to go away, and now Cena will just have the one title?
And they just say Flair has it, and he's probably pawned it off.
Yeah. He still has that $25,000 deposit on it from years ago. Don't forget.
Oh, God.
Okay. I didn't even know he did that.
Oh, yeah. You never heard that story? Oh, yeah. That's a classic wrestling story where they wanted him to send the belt back because he was leaving. It was back in NWA days. And back then, you had to put a $25,000 deposit down on the belt. And they never returned his money. So he was like, screw you guys. I'm not sending back the belt.
Good for him. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's a classic story. I believe that's how it went. It's been a long time since I heard it, but I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat room.
That's actually happened recently. This is what a mess the NWA is. Recently, that dude, the Sheik or whatever his name is, he refused to give back the title, and totally like they just separated ways, and then our show separated from NWA. It was just a whole big mess.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's
craziness.
That always
$25,000. That seems a little high.
It was either 25,000 or 2,500.
Oh,
but somebody in the chat room, you
the 25 grand for a title that does seem like a lot of money.
Unless it's pure gold. I mean, it looks nice, but
it does look very nice. I don't know. What is that thing made of?
It's
Johnny, you've had it a while.
Yeah.
What is that material?
I mean, you bring it home and
polyurethane. What is?
Tastes metallic.
I think that means you're having a stroke.
Anyone got any TPA? All right, so yeah, I guess maybe Rick was in the area, and then
well, it's Flair country.
It is Flair country.
I guess so.
Virginia's to Carolina,
North Carolina,
Georgia. That area is Flair country.
He really didn't do anything if you think about it.
No, it was nice.
And then he shook Roman Reigns' hand, and then like we said, Cena gave him the title, and then he was gone.
The Cena moment was cool.
Yeah. Cena, he tried to give it back to Cena, and Cena, you could hear him audibly say, no, you keep it. And he took off running down the aisle.
and the chat roll is saying that it was a $25,000 title.
Yeah, see?
Wow. I love chat roll.
That story is like famous. I'm surprised you guys never heard it.
I think it's been a long time, I'm sure. It sounds familiar, but I didn't think it was $25,000. That's a lot of money. Back then?
Well, not for Ric Flair back then.
Remember? Styling and profiling.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah. So, moving on to the main event, John Cena, Roman Reigns without Dean Ambrose, taking on Orton, Kane, and Rollins. Authority and control for most of this match, of course, 3-on-2 handicap match. I mean, we could talk about how Raw ended, but the big concern is Rollins. So, brawl breaks out, no contest, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
Cena goes for the AA on Kane. Reigns goes in for the spear. Spears Cena accidentally. RKO to Kane. Reigns spears Orton. Reigns is standing tall at the end of it. And then, of course, Seth Rollins. Ooh.
Yeah, and Kane also inadvertently hit Orton towards the end of the match, too. And I think like that whole finish, I mean, that was completely of, okay, Rollins isn't getting back up. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned into like how it appeared with like the inadvertent the spear and all that. But the finish of the actual match just seemed like, what do we do?
Well, you had to set up Kane and Orton having some more bad bloods. I'm sure that was already going to happen. What do you guys think? I mean, are you all think Cena's going to retain then for the main event?
I'm sorry, is there a pay-per-view on Sunday?
Oh, yeah, there's a pay-per-view on Sunday.
Oh,
special event.
Let me know when Cena shows up at SummerSlam.
I am dying for SummerSlam at this point, but I'm going to make it through Battleground. It looks like, card-wise, it looks pretty strong.
It's going to be an entertaining show. Like, there are a lot of good matches that are listed for it. And I think they have done, being that they've only had 3 weeks, I think they've done actually a real good job building this card.
I feel like this could almost be the same card at SummerSlam.
Some of it, it won't be a 4-way.
You need a few big, I don't know, it makes you wonder if we're going to have some kind of return for SummerSlam.
Like Brock Lesnar?
Plan C.
Like Plan C on Punk?
Yeah. Or, right, Plan C.
Or
I like how he says Plan C.
Or Plan Dumpster Drosy. I don't know.
Dumpster Drosy.
Yep.
Or Plan Eugene.
Oh, that'd be amazing. So are we all saying Cena? Are we all thinking Cena?
Nobody wants Eugene back.
That was very
that was the worst.
That was interesting.
Anyway. I'm thinking of the letters, damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can continue if you really wanted me to.
No one at this table wants that.
Plan H?
Yeah.
Plan H would be, I mean, that could be Plan Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Plan Hornswoggle.
Or Plan Hornswoggle.
I like yours better. See?
Or Plan Hunico.
So are we going, are we all saying Cena, we think so?
I think we're all saying Cena for that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
it seems too early for Reigns, right? I feel like maybe Triple H screws Reigns in some way.
Reigns won't win it until he has a one-on-one match.
The new crown jewel of the WWE wins the title for his first time at Battleground.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that.
And plus, we'll see what happens. Maybe Rollins, hopefully the injury's not bad, but that could put a fork in everything because he's got the briefcase.
Yeah. And his whole feud with Ambrose. So if he's out, what are they going to do with Ambrose?
Jesus. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The irony.
We hope for the best.
The irony of it all.
Seth Rollins, we hope you are okay. Please be okay.
The man who curb stomped a man to pretend to look like he was hurt.
Yes.
Is hurt.
Please be okay, Seth
Hopefully
Rollins.
he's good.
But with that said, we hope you enjoy Battleground. Feel free to send us all your predictions and everything else along with it. Rome, put yourself over.
Rome the Ruler on Twitter, Empire of Rome on IG. You can find me at numerous wrestling shows and comedy clubs around Los Angeles.
That's right. Dale Rutledge.
I am the The Walking Dale. Imagine if you had chopped me.
Wait, speaking of which, where was the chop? Where's it?
I am The Walking Dale on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on YouTube.com, dishing on movies, and you can find Johnny and I on Nerdist.com at The Wrestling Compadres.
You can find me on Twitter at CRosieVOC, and of course check Rome and I out as I'm getting choked by my shoulder on SmackDown AfterBuzz, and of course on Sunday we'll be doing the Battleground pay-per-view AfterBuzz here as well.
Beautiful. At Wrestling Buds, we have a very special guest coming up this week, and JLoComedy.com. It's a site that's brand new and all set up nice, and maybe you'll find something you like on there. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching the show.
Booker T.
And thank you to Booker T.
Woo!
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We love you. Enjoy Battleground. See you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.